Hello, welcome to class today. We are here in beautiful Barcelona, and before we start, I just want to show you the view and the setting of where we are. We're here on the hillside of Barcelona, and I want to show you a view of the city. So just be patient as I move the camera. Here we're going for a little walk. So I walked up the mountain to bring us to this beautiful location. I just want you to get a peek at the city. The ocean's in the distance, the Mediterranean Sea. And so over this way, we have beautiful ocean. Let's see if I can zoom in. So there's Barcelona, the majority of it's that way, and the blue above is a cloudy sky, and in the far distance, that's the Mediterranean. And so if you scan this way, we have some of the hills that I walked this way to get up to this location. And I picked this spot because we get nature and it's fairly peaceful. You get a little bit of sounds from the animals, but that's okay. We trade it for cars or soccer balls, and so we'll hang out over here. Fantastic. So today's class, let's get started. Ready? Okay. So for today's class is a standing class. As you see the ground, it wouldn't be very nice to lay on the ground, and it's about 30 degrees right now, so I decided I'll take off my shirt. I was running and it's sweaty, you don't want to deal with that. Just a little acknowledgement to the sounds, just allowing them to be there. And if you need to turn up the volume or modify anything like that, occasionally there's been people firing some fireworks. That's just been for celebration. And let's get started. So started by taking your hands to your heart or just on top of your chest in a place where you feel like you can relax, maybe one on your belly, and some deep breaths from your belly up into your chest. Let's add in our hands. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. Take in the location. Here we are in Barcelona, Spain. How cool is that? With Timurlane Cakmak, your teacher for the day. And have a moment now to acknowledge rest when you need to rest, push a little bit more when you need to push more. This is an intermediate beginner level standing yoga class. And be patient with yourself. We're here to be kind to ourselves, to grow. We don't need to hurt ourselves, so be very patient. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart, and set an intention for your class. A reason for being here, a purpose. Take a few moments now. And relax your hands down. We'll start. Big inhale, take your hands to the sides, palms facing down. Exhale, hands back together with the backs of the hands facing each other. Inhale up, pull the energy up. Exhale, push away and forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Back to the start. Inhale, hands, palms facing down. Turn the backs of the hands, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, press away with force. Inhale up, open. Exhale, release. Inhale, palms face down. Exhale, turn the backs of the hands together. Inhale up, the bugs are singing. Exhale, press away. Inhale up. Exhale down. Fantastic. Connect in with your inner silence and then embrace the sounds around you. If that's hard, just let go of the hardness. Take some space in your stride. Have your left leg forward, and we're gonna go hands in the beginning. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, backs the hands open and reach back as you lean back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more. Release and switch. Forward onto your toes, exhale back onto your heels and spread. This is energy cleansing. This is warming up our body and our balance. Two more. Last one. Fantastic. So from here, we're going to add in a little squatting motion. If there's anything that you're holding on to that you don't need to be holding on to, meditate on that. Just for a moment, become aware of what that is. And then as we do this exercise, you can release it with our breath. Breath helps to release the stresses and tension that our nervous system stores in our body. So every time you felt sad or angry or thrilled out of your mind, really happy, you get your body stores that, a blueprint in your body. And if it's something you didn't work through, yogic science teaches us that it stays in our body, like knots and kinks that a masseur would work out in a massage. So here, if there's anything that you don't need to be holding on to, let it go with your breath. Take your feet shoulders distance apart. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, we'll squat while bowing forward and releasing our hands. Releasing our hands to the ground. Inhale up. And exhale, we'll do it faster this time. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale big. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue 5 more times, releasing on the exhale. And exhale, hands to your heart. Connect back to your intention. And allow yourself to settle. If anything emotional has moved, just feel that moving. You don't have to understand it or analyze it. Just be aware. Feet a little wider than hips, distance apart, or shoulders distance apart, a little wider. Spread your toes. Hands out to the sides. Big breath in. Big breath out. On our exhales, we'll twist. It'll look like this. Inhale in the middle. Exhale, twist. Right hand comes to the chest and left hand comes back. Your gaze also goes that way. I'm talking this way so the sound gets to the camera. Inhale back to center. Exhale the other way, twisting. So your hips are going to stay where they are. And your torso, your upper body, so mostly your thoracic spine, the middle, and a little bit of your neck, that's going to twist. And we'll do this dynamically, as quickly or as slowly as your body prefers today. Inhale in the center, and exhale, twist. If you like, you can tap your chest a little bit firmly, activating your thymus glands, one of your important immune system glands. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to your heart, all the way out. Hold the breath out. Slowly inhale. Hold the breath in. Slowly exhale. Now for standing cat-cow. Cat-cow is flexion and extension of the spine. Great for your spine and everything attached to it. It's very important for your spine to be able to side, front and back, twist, lift and contract. Okay? So here we're doing flexion extension. Feet about shoulders distance apart. Hands can come onto your thighs, but they're going to move as your body moves. And take a breath. Take an exhale. Inhale, open your heart up, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, take your chin in. Inhale, exhale. Big breath in. Exhale as you come to standing. Inhale, open up, back bend. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. And pause for a moment here. Continuing along, we'll go into our warrior pose for our hips. So step your right leg forward and your left leg back into a high lunge. If you need to warm up a little bit more, just pause the video, maybe do a few lunges. If not, you can set your back knee onto the ground and modify that way, coming lower. Or join me here, where your knee is over top of your ankle, your right knee over top of your right ankle. Your hips are both square toward the front of your mat or room. They're both forward, not opening up to the sides. Your torso is right above your hips, so your spine is straight, not arching, but straight. And once you have your base, keep your ribs in, engaging your abdominals, and lift your hands up. Just work to straighten the back leg, coming onto your toes. Big breath, your heels in the air. Lunge a little deeper, maybe make your stance larger. No forcing, just coming into your warrior one variation. Exhale, take your hands behind your back, holding the elbows or interlacing the fingers. For humble warrior, you'll bow toward the ground. You might need to step your right leg out to the side a little bit, so a wider stance. Then bowing, humble warrior. Inhale slowly up, big breath, looking up. Exhale, step the back foot and hands to your heart. Left leg forward, left foot below left knee, on your back toes, heel up, hips square. Keep taking your right hip forward as you draw your left hip back, hands up. 3 breaths. Exhale, take your hands behind your back and bowing forward again for humble warrior on the other side. Slowly inhale up, big breath, gaze up if your neck allows. Exhale, hands to your heart, stepping forward, preparing for a balancing pose. Ground through your left foot. Engage your left glute, core. Take your right foot to the low leg or upper leg, just away from the knee. Knee out to the side, opening up. External rotation here. Now we're balancing. Just Spread the toes of your left foot and slowly bring your hands to the heart. You might do this by the wall or with a chair to support, or maybe your toes on the ground. Find focal point, something to look at. Maybe you try with your eyes closed. And breathe. Option to take your hands above your head, spreading the branches of your tree. Balance comes from focus. Focus brings results in our life. It concentrates our energy. Balance is a beautiful thing, and it calms the mind as it forces us to focus. Slowly exhale, coming down. Take the right leg up. Straighten it if your body allows. To the side. Other side. Middle. Little higher. Little higher. And relax down. Pedal the feet gently if you like. Balancing now on your right foot. Spread the toes. Ground through the lower leg into the knee, thigh, hip. Lifting up the right leg. Taking either the toes on or off the ground to the lower upper leg away from the knee, and the knee, left knee out to the side, right knee nice and strong. Hands come to the heart. Find your focal point. Take a nice breaths here. Option to take your hands above, spreading the branches of our tree. Slowly release down, take your right foot forward, out to the side, out to the other side. Back to center, up a little more, and then down. Awesome, and relax. Couple of hip circles, one way and then the other way. Just releasing in the lower spine. Shoulder circles up, back, inhale, exhale. Hips and shoulders, major joints of our body. Try the other direction. Remember to breathe deep. And another balancing pose here. This time we'll take our left foot down, but our right foot onto our thigh. And from here, this is a variation of eagle pose. This is a hip stretch bottom leg. And some of us will need to go down very low before we'll feel a hip stretch. You don't have to go down that low. Make sure you're being kind to your joints still, and this might be plenty. If you like, you can add in the arms. If not, just hands in prayer, or right elbow over left elbow, hands up, and become nice and low. Flexing your right toes, keeping your right knee toward parallel to the ground. Beautiful. Flossing the shoulders, challenging the balance, working the hip muscles. Very advanced. Inhale slowly up. Open, expand, star. And exhale, release. Very well done. If that was a little bit too much, very understandable. You might sit down for a moment if you can, or use some sort of support to help you in the hip stretch. Otherwise, it's a really great hip stretch. Well done if you were able to pull that off. Balancing on the right foot. Take the left foot, the ankle, onto the right thigh. Flex the left toes. Keep the left knee down. And if you're comfortable here, a comfortable challenge, left elbow over top of right, and become nice and low. We're looking for a hip stretch and a shoulder blade stretch. Keep the core strong. Your butt's going back, your right knee is not going forward, it's working hard to go back. Stay behind toes. Slowly inhale up, open, spread into a star. Exhale, release, hands to your heart. Find balance again. Here we'll come into dancer. Dancer will have a little bit of a back bend, heart opener, quad stretch, hip flexor stretch, and balance element as well. Very complex pose, be patient with yourself. So here, balancing on the left leg, option to have thumb up or thumb down, so inside of your ankle or outside of your ankle, optional. If you do the thumb up, it'll open your chest a little bit more. Your preference and body. Hips, start with your hips square, so square to the front of your mat. Make sure that they're not opening either direction. Try to keep them nice and stable. Reach for your right ankle on the inside or outside. I'll go outside. Thumb and index finger touch on the left hand. Reach forward. And as you hinge at your hips forward to bow, kick back with your right foot. Kick back, opening, opening. Big breaths. Slowly coming back up. Inhale, hands to your heart, standing. Exhale, lowering. Other side now. Come into a nice balanced place. Mentally first, then physically. Ground through your right foot. Square off your hips. Thumb and index finger touch on the right hand, reaching forward. Hand comes back for the left ankle. And as you hinge at your hips, you'll kick back through your back leg, using the strength of your left hand to arch your back, reaching forward like an arrow, like a dancer. A few deep breaths here. And we all fall down. If we fall down, just get back up. Gracefully rise. Take your left knee up, hands to your heart, breath. Exhale, lower. You're doing fantastic. We'll come into a squat now. Make sure your knees are even, so one is not forward of the other. Not forward of the other, but even. Hands to your heart. Butt goes back significantly. Feet close together for this one. Nice breath here, and you might stay here. Option one, your left hand comes behind your back, your right hand comes onto your knee. You look over your left shoulder, now you have a twist. Keep pulling your ribs in. You want a nice straight back best you can. That's option one. Option two, hands at your heart and elbow to knee. That forces you to go lower. Option three is where your hand goes toward the earth. I'm going to do option two, the middle version. Any option is perfectly fine. Go there now, slowly. Be mindful of your knees, of your spine, of your ribs, of your breath. Inhale, forward. Exhale, other side, burning in the thighs. Maybe. Get down, we won't be here long. Check your knees, make sure they're aligned. Inhale up. Squat a little lower. Inhale up again. Relax. Hands to heart. Little swinging and stepping. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Last breath in. Exhale. Slowly back to center. And we're getting close to the end here. Come down into a squat. Either a toe squat on your toes or a low squat with your heels on the ground. For extension, a flexion of the ankle, knee, hip. Very beautiful, important pose. And a few deep breaths here. If you have something nearby to elevate your heels, that often helps, like a block or a rolled towel. Slowly rise. Take your right hand onto your belly, your left on your heartbeat. 3 deep breaths here. Eyes soften if your body allows, and just breathe. Belly, heart. Take your hands to your heart. Thank you for a beautiful class today. As a homework, get a piece of paper, and in that piece of paper, make a little note to yourself about how this felt today. Just take a reflective moment and commit to yourself to share one thing that you learned with someone that you care about, that you have a rapport with, so that we can spread these types of, maybe it was an exercise where you were breathing. I'm not sure which one it might be. Maybe it was a movement. Maybe it was something that you heard or said or thought of. Maybe it was about travel. But make a little reflection about your experience today and share one insight, one piece of wisdom with a loved one, with someone that you can share with and grow together with, so you guys can build health and wellness together. Thank you very much for class. Big inhale together, happy breath. Happy exhale. One more. Thank you. Namaste.